Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. Thank you to everyone who tuned in during the last recorded session. I decided to do one again. I'm doing the YouTube thing so I don't clog the news feed. Hopefully this one works. If not, I will go live. So today I thought we'd be doing some more leg stuff and I wanted to incorporate tricep dips. And I have a sweater. The reason I do is because I wanted to use a strap. I don't own a strap, and for those of you who don't, what you can do with this is a sweater. You can use pants too, and I'll even roll it up to make it thinner. I know it's not the same as a strap, but we will be doing something where we'll be on our backs with this. The middle of this will go under the arch of our foot. If there's a hood, you can tuck it under, and you would bring your leg up, and then you can grab on anywhere on the sleeves, so that's where this is effective. You can bend the knee, you can extend through the heel, you can hold the straps with one strap in both hands or one sleeve in both hands, or you can have one hand on both and then use the other one to hold it. We'll do some warm-ups before we do that and we'll switch legs, but that's just what the sweater will be for. It helps us to open our body and stretch when I'm not that, it's harder. You get more stretch out of using that. So we'll get started with a nice meditation. You can lay on your back. You can sit up with your sit bones on the mat. Feel free to get comfortable here. You can lift up on the sit bones, so you're up on the sit bones. Feeling rooted in the hips here. Feel some nice length from the base of your spine, not the crown of your head. You can slightly tuck your chin here. You can close your eyes. Begin breathing here. Noticing where your sit bones touch the mat. Tuning in and becoming present. You can play with how much breath you want to bring into your body as you start to fill in, just grounding in, noticing your inner landscape. Taking a few moments here. And knowing that you can bring your attention and your breath to any places where you might be feeling tension or any sensations. Just being mindful here. And then I'll go ahead and cue a nice big inhale breath, pulling fresh oxygen in, up to the chest and the lungs, lengthening out of the crown of your head, pulling your abdomen up and in, belly button towards your spine here, and then holding it and slowly exhale to sigh it out. And again, inhaling fresh oxygen up and in, really emptying the air out of your abdomen, out of your belly, pausing it at the top, and sighing it out. And then again, bringing on a fresh inhale breath, pulling in oxygen, holding it at the top, and slowly sighing it out here. Pausing for a few moments, really giving yourself this time to go into stillness, to check in even when you might want to fidget. You can take in those deep intentional breaths here, or you can observe your natural breathing with no need to force or control the breath here. Just taking a few moments, grounding into your body, grounding into your practice. And then from here you can wiggle the fingers and toes. You can blink your eyes open or you can keep them closed. And we'll start again with some shoulder rolls, bringing one shoulder up and back or both shoulders, whatever feels good for you. your torso here if you'd like while you're moving the shoulders. Moving with your breath here, letting your breath cleanse your body. And then we'll go ahead and reverse the directions, coming up and forward with one or both shoulders. It just helps. I have tight shoulders, so it helps if I do one shoulder at a time. And then from here, we'll come to center. We'll bring our right hand up to the left shoulder, lengthening out of the crown of the head here. And then you'll bring your left hand to your right elbow. You should feel a nice stretch on that right tricep area, bicep, tricep area, lengthening out of the crown of the head. Inhaling and exhaling, and then we'll go ahead and switch. So this time you'll bring your left hand to your right shoulder, and then you'll bring your right hand up to the left elbow, lengthening out of the crown of the head, moving with your breath here. Nice long inhale, sighing it out. And then from here, we'll bring the hands back down. We'll do some seated cat-cows. So you'll go ahead and come forward, lifting up through the chest. And then you'll exhale to press back. You can sit on the back of your sit bones, arms straighten out, chin tucks to chest, back rounds. And then you'll inhale to come up, opening up through the chest, lifting up, looking out. Inhale, exhale to push back. Chin tucks to chest here. And then you'll again come forward, lifting up through the heart, looking out. And you'll exhale to press back. Chin tucks to chest here. And then we'll inhale back to center. You'll go ahead and inhale to lift the arms up. You'll bring your right elbow, your right arm will go under the left elbow. So right elbow here, left elbow meets in the right elbow pit, and then your right hand, the fingers will meet at the base of your left palm. So they call this eagle arms. We'll be doing this seated, and you can play with moving your elbows, pulling your elbows gently down, bringing the arms out. You can move side to side here. Anything that helps you to warm up your body here. You can even stretch your arms out, being very gentle, and bring them back. And then your next exhale will release and do a twist. So with that, what you'll do when you twist, you'll bring your right arm to your left knee. Your left hand will be a little prop behind you. You'll bring that to your low back. And then you'll inhale to lift up. You'll exhale to twist, lengthening on the inhales, twisting through the chest on the exhales, being gentle with the neck here. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, twist gently through the heart. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist. And then we'll go ahead and inhale, coming back to center. You'll bring your arms up again. This time, the left arm, elbow comes first. Is this the way we just did it? No. I'm like, no. So you'll bring your left arm under this time. Yeah, because this time my left hand is meeting at the right palm. So, yeah, your left elbow goes under, the right elbow fits in that left elbow crease. It goes a little past it. And then you'll go ahead, bring the hands together, and you can play with extending the arms here. Moving with your breath, you can go up, being mindful here that you're not pinching or straining anything. And then from here, we'll slowly release. This time your left hand comes to the right knee, right hand goes behind you, pressing down into the mat, lifting up, lengthening through the crown of the head. You'll inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist, being gentle with your chest as you look over your right shoulder. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist, and then we'll go ahead and come back to center. We will raise the arms up again. You'll bring your right palm down, press through the palm, and then you'll move your left arm just to take a nice little gentle stretch here. And then you'll exhale. You can bring both arms back up, and then you'll bring your left hand down, right arm stretches over. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to stretch. And then we'll go ahead, we'll come back down. We'll do some tricep dips. I'll see if I can demo this from the side. So what you'll do is you'll bring your hands. I'm seeing how I can do this and still have enough space too. So you'll bring your hands behind your low back here, and you'll be sitting and you'll lift up. But instead of using your hips for this, it's not a hip thing. It's you're going to bend your elbows and sit back so that your triceps that are behind your biceps, the under arm of your upper arm, gets a good workout. You'll inhale to straighten. You'll exhale to come down. Your hips can move with you because you see my hips are going up and down, but I'm not leading with the hips. So you want your arms, elbows to bend back. Inhale up and exhale, bend the elbows, being very gentle here. If you're shaking too, if you're getting too tired, just maybe do 3 or 5 of these and really see how you're feeling. If you want to challenge yourself, go for it. If you can do more, awesome. And if you're feeling tired, it's up to you. I'm already breathing, so it's up to whatever you feel is good. You could even pause this and do more if that feels good for you, or you can skip it. We don't always get to do a whole bunch of arm stuff and all these postures, so I thought I would add that, or at least a whole bunch of tricep stuff, so I thought I would add that. And you can come back to center. We'll go ahead, you can walk the arms forward just to stretch that out. So you can sit cross-legged and bring the arms out. And then you can walk your arms, I'm trying to get where you can see it. So you'll have your arms in the center, and then you can walk your hands to the right, pressing through the palms here. And then crawling through center, pressing through the palms, getting a nice stretch in the left side body here, or right side body, excuse me. Stretching your hands out on the left. And then we'll inhale back to center. We'll crawl our way up. So now we'll come to our backs. You're welcome to start by swaying your knees side to side. You can even hug your knees into your chest, grabbing at the fingers, opposite wrist or opposite elbow, and rock side to side here. Whatever feels good for you. Taking a few moments here. And then from here we'll go ahead. You can sit up if you need to. And you can, my jacket should have stayed rolled, it's okay. You can go ahead and grab your strap and you will lay your head on the mat. If mine isn't up, it's just so I can focus. But you'll have your left leg out. You can flex your left toes towards your face if you want to activate that other leg. And then you'll bring your strap or makeshift strap under the middle of your foot. And you can press through the heel here. As demonstrated before, you can have one hand on either strap, or you can bring them both into one hand and only do it one-handed, or let the other hand go on top, whatever feels good for you. You can play with pressing out through the heel, moving the foot slightly side to side, or keeping it stationary. You should feel a nice stretch in your inner thigh here. We'll hold this for a breath. And then what we'll do is we're going to bring this to the right. So you'll hold the strap, you'll bring it towards the right. You can bend your knee if you'd like, you can stay straight. If this bed wasn't in the way, I might come down further. So you can come down as far as you'd like. This is as far as I can come down right now because the bed is right there. So you'll hold it, moving with your breath, and then you'll inhale back to center. And then your next exhale, you'll bring the right leg over. So as far as you can go, you can bend that right knee slightly. Pressing pulling through that heel, being very gentle. And then you'll inhale back to center. You can go ahead, bend your knee to release your strap, and then you can shake the leg out. You can do any knee rocks, any windshield wiper knees. You can even lay here and just notice the difference between that right leg and the left leg. See if you feel any length in them and just what you feel is going on for you. Just simply observing. And then we'll go ahead. We'll use our strap again, this time on the left foot. So you can bend the knee. You'll place your strap that you're using under the middle of your arch of your foot here. You can flex your right toes towards you. You can have the sleeves or strap in one hand, two hands, or you can bring them both into the same hand and crawl the right hand up. You can bend your right toes towards you to get a stretch on that foot that's stretched out, and then with the left foot, you can hold this here. You can move the foot slide to side slightly. Getting a nice stretch here. You can bring it closer towards you, being gentle so you get a nice hamstring stretch. And then you'll inhale and you'll exhale to move to the left, being gentle here. Pressing through the heel. You can have the knee bent if you'd like. You can bring that leg as far out as it's comfortable for you. And then you'll inhale back to center. And then you'll exhale to bring that leg over the right. Again, mine won't go that far because the bed's here. Doing what feels good for you here. And then you'll inhale back to center. You can hold it here, and then you can go ahead and release the jacket or the strap. And pause for a moment. You can scan your body and observe what feels different, just anything that's going on for you right now. And then we'll go ahead. We'll actually do some boat poses. I'll do my best to cue this. So you'll come up. My stomach's engaged, and I'm lengthening out the crown of my head here. My heels are still on the ground. I'll scoot back so you can see this better. So ideally with the boat pose, you want your arms alongside you. You want your knees lifted. See how my feet are out? My belly's engaged. You can make it easier by coming in closer. Or if you can hold this like this. You can even play with bringing the legs out and seeing how far back you can hold it while keeping on your sit bones, keeping your core engaged, and lengthening out the crown of your head here. You could even make this a boat sit-up, and what that is you inhale, you sit up on your sit bones, knees come in, and then you exhale and lean back and push through the heels at the same time. So you inhale up, or you can hold it, and then you exhale out through the heels, holding it. It's okay if you shake. I'm shaking. And then inhale up, exhale out, hold it as long as you like. You can really challenge yourself, or you can come out. And again, exhale out. One more time, inhale. And then you can set your feet down. You can hug around you, lengthen out the spine here. And then from here, we'll go ahead, we'll bring the legs behind us. We'll come through table pose, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips here. We'll do some cat-cows this way. So you'll inhale to lift up through the chest, looking out in front of you. And then you'll exhale to arch the back, chin tucks to chest. And then you'll inhale, moving through the chest, looking up, and then you'll exhale, chin tucks to chest, and then your next inhale, chest lifts, looking out, being gentle with the neck, and then from here you can take some free movement on your own. So you can do more cat-cows, you can rock back and forth to your heels, you can take a child's pose with your knees together or apart, sitting back towards your heels and bring your hands out, or you can bring your arms alongside your legs. You can do anything that feels good, whether it's a yoga pose or not. And then when you're done, we'll meet back in tabletop pose. So from table pose, we'll go ahead, we'll tuck our toes into the mat, so toes are tucked. You'll press through your thumb and index finger. You'll engage the stomach, imagining your belly button drawing towards your spine. You'll press up, lifting the knees up, coming onto your curled toes. Hold this for a breath. And then you'll exhale, press through your heels back to down dog. You can bring one heel down and then the other like a bicycle. So you'll have one heel up and one heel down, giving you a nice hamstring stretch here. Pedaling out the feet. You can even bring your heels, let them fall to the right, or you can let them fall to the left, and then come back, pedal a little bit more, and then you'll hold your down dog. You'll go ahead and walk your feet towards your hands, and then you can generously bend your knees here so that your torso can rest on your thighs. You'll slightly tuck your chin down here. You can bring your opposite hand to opposite elbow. Allow your head to hang here so your feet can really ground in here. And you can let your spine, your back hang, getting a nice spine stretch as you sway side to side. And then you'll go ahead, gently release. Fingers touch the mat. You'll inhale to bring hands to shins. You'll exhale, extending from the crown of the head through the base of your spine. And then you'll exhale to soak forward. And then you'll inhale, press through the feet. Imagine your feet are rooted into the earth. And you'll come up with your tree-like roots, engaging the core as you come to stand. You can roll the shoulders up and back. And then you'll go ahead and inhale to bring the arms up, palms touch. You'll exhale, hands to heart center. You're welcome to close the eyes here. Observing your body, tuning in here. And then you'll go ahead, you can blink your eyes open. You can inhale the arms up. We'll exhale to come forward, and I'll guide us through, actually before I guide you through Chaturanga, we'll do low lunges here. I realized last time I taught, I forgot to do the other side, so I'll do my best to remember that. So you'll inhale the arms up. You have your right foot down and your left knee down. So your stomach's engaged, right foot's planted, left knee's planted, your biceps are up by the ears. You're breathing. You can leave your right foot where it is, or you can bring it a footprint forward, and then you can bring your hips forward. So you're getting a nice hip soak. Your hand options are to leave your hands where they are. You can interlace the fingers behind your head. You can cactus the arms, or you can have your hands on the hips, whatever feels good for you. If your hands are interlaced behind the head, what you can do is you can look up and then gently come back, moving through the space in between your shoulders, the back of your heart, lifting up gently, even if you're visualizing that happen, making sure that you're being gentle as you come forward so you're not forcing anything. Looking up, and then you'll slowly release, you'll come back, you'll release the grip, and then what you'll do is you'll bring your hands down. You're going to bring that right leg out. The right heel will come off the mat. So I know my foot's out of the window. you want your right heel up, and then you can bring your hands forward like this and bring your hips back. Make sure that you're not sitting on your left heel here. You can bring the hips back towards the left heel without sitting on it. You can have the knee meet your forehead here, or your forehead meet your knee, or you can stay lifted looking over the toes. This should give you a nice hamstring stretch. And then from here, we'll go ahead, we'll bring that leg back. We'll bring the arms up again for low lunge. And then we're going to, so your arms will be up. You will bring your right hand, your left hand inside the right foot. You will then twist through the chest and bring your right arm up. You can stay here with your knee down, or if you press through the thumb and index finger on your left foot, you can tuck the toes and bring that leg up. For a runner's lunge here, twisting through the chest. Moving with your breath here. And then from there, you'll go ahead, bring the chest back, frame the foot with your right hand. Now you can just step your right foot back to a plank pose, or you can bring that left knee down, bring your hands out for a plank pose, and then bring both feet behind you. So you're in plank pose here. And what you'll do next, you can bring your knees down first or your legs down in one line, and then you'll hug the elbows towards your sides, whichever way you come down. Elbows hug in, toes untuck, chest hits the mat, chest lifts up for low cobra. I might be out of the camera. So low cobra, you want your chest lifted slightly, big toes touching, and then if you want, so actually we'll do that. We'll exhale to come down, hands by your chest. You'll press through, you'll inhale up, hold it, you'll exhale back down, and then you'll inhale up. You can press through the hands and peel your torso off the mat here, and then you can exhale to come back down, and then you'll press through the hands. We'll meet in down dog, and then we'll go ahead for the left side. You'll inhale the left leg up, you'll bring that knee through, so that left foot will plant, and then that right knee will plant. And then you'll come back to your low lunge. You'll inhale the arms up, biceps by the ears, lengthening out from the base of the spine through the crown of your head. And then from here, we'll go ahead, we'll bring that footprint out a touch, or you can leave it where it is. You'll inhale and exhale to bring your hips forward. You can leave your hands here, you can cactus them, you can interlace the fingers behind your head, or have your hands on your hips here. If your fingers are interlaced behind you, you'll go ahead and inhale to look up, being gentle, filling that space in between your shoulders, right behind your heart. Imagine that lifting up, looking up, being very gentle with the neck here, soaking those hips forward, moving with your breath here. And then we'll go ahead and we'll inhale to come back. We'll release the grip. We'll frame both sides of that foot, and then you can scoot your left foot forward, bring the heel off the mat, toes come towards you. You're welcome to crawl your hands forward here, and you can sit back towards that right heel, making sure that you don't sit on the heel. Getting a nice calf and hamstring stretch here. You can bring the forehead to the knee, or you can stay looking up, looking out here, moving with your breath. And then we'll slowly release that. You'll bring the foot back to low lunge. You'll stand on that right foot, your arms will go up, and then this time you'll bring your right hand inside the left foot. You'll bring your left hand to your low back to start. You'll twist through the chest, and then you can leave your hand on the low back, or you can lift that left arm up. You can stay here in low lunge. And if you want more, you can press through your right toes, lift that leg up for a runner's lunge, twisting through the chest here, moving with your breath. And then we'll go ahead and release that down. And we'll go ahead and we'll bring the right foot to the left. We'll have our fingers on the mat. You'll inhale to lift, pressing hands through shins. Exhale, lengthen the spine in opposite directions. Inhale, exhale to fold forward. And then you'll inhale to come up to standing. You'll inhale the arms up above the head, palms touch. You'll exhale the hands to heart center. And you can close your eyes here and tuning in with yourself. And then you can go ahead and blink the eyes open. And we'll inhale the arms up for chair, so biceps by the ears, lifting up from the stomach, out through the crown of the head, stomach engages. Sitting back, imagine there's a chair behind you. If you look down, you want to make sure you can see your toes. If you can't, just go ahead and sit back further. See if you can sit down lower here, moving with your breath. Awesome. And then we'll go ahead, we'll bring our hands to heart center. We'll do a twist. So you'll inhale to the right. You can stay here. You can come a little lower. Or you can hook the outside of that left elbow on the outside of the right thigh. You can twist through the side. You can make a fist with your right hand and cup it with your left, making sure your two knees are in one line here, twisting through the chest. You can even open the arms here like this if that's preferred. You'll hold it here, and then you'll inhale back to center. And then you'll exhale again. You can stay here. You're still getting the benefits. You can come a little lower, or you can bring the outside of that right elbow, outside of your left thigh. You can make a fist with your left hand, cup it with your right, twist through the chest. Make sure your knees are in one line here, sitting back, being gentle with the neck. And then you'll inhale to dive up. Arms touch. You can interlace the fingers here in steeple grip. So see, my index fingers are out, fingers interlaced and thumbs crossed. And you can sway side to side here. You can even take circles, moving with your breath here. Go ahead, you can release the hands. We'll come down and take a forward fold. So if you like, you can bring your hands, you can step your hands under so your feet can step on your wrists here and give you a nice massage. You can press your toes on your wrist for a wrist massage, or you can bring your hands in a C grip behind your Achilles. So right here, and then you can use your bicep strength here to pull up. So you have your hands in a C grip behind your heels. You're using your arms to lift you and support you to strengthen the legs. But rather than focusing on only straightening the legs, you want to pull in on the arms and imagine your head, crown of your head lengthening down. Chin tucks here, and then you can press through the heels as you use the grip of your biceps in your hands to pull you up, and then your head can relax down. That stretch on your back should hopefully feel similar to when you did the ragdoll forward fold with your knees bent. At least in the back area, that should feel like that. So getting a good bicep stretch there, really hugging your arms around the back of your legs. And then you can slowly release. We'll come up to stand, and we're going to do some cool energy thing here. So what you'll do is you'll inhale your arms up, and then you'll exhale and whoosh back. So you'll exhale You'll inhale up, exhale, inhale up, and you're releasing something on your exhale, something that no longer serves you. We'll do this 3 more times. Inhale up, exhale, release what doesn't serve you. Inhale, bringing new energy. Exhale what doesn't serve you. Inhale up, and then inhale up. Exhale to come down. We'll take another vinyasa here if you'd like, or you can skip it into child's pose. So moving with your body, moving with your breath first, seeing where you're at today. And from here, we'll come to down dog. You'll press through your left toes. You'll inhale your right leg up, and then you'll exhale to bring that knee towards your right wrist. That leg will look kind of like a hinged L, and then your left leg will come behind you. You can look back and make sure your left leg is in one line. You'll have your hands, your right hand will be by your knee, and your left hand will be about where your heel and your feet start to meet. You'll lift up, looking up gently, and then you can come forward. And your other option here, if this doesn't feel good or your hips feel out of place, so for anyone who's holding that, feel free to stay there. And if you want something different, what I'm cueing is you'll come to your back, you will have your left leg on the floor, and your right shin will go over the left thigh, and then you'll interlace your fingers. Your right hand will go around the left thigh. You can interlace under the left thigh or on the shin. Getting a nice stretch there. And wherever you're at, allowing yourself to breathe here. Feeling that nice surrender. Go ahead and gently release wherever you're at, bringing the left foot down and uncrossing the right if you took it on your back. And if you took it pigeon pose, you'll just bring that leg back. Either way, you'll find your way to down dog. And if you'd like, you can bring your right leg up and shake it out. If scorpion dog is in your practice, you can bring that right heel up so it's almost on top of that left hip. You can bend the knee if you're in scorpion dog, or you can stay with your hips in one line and that right leg out, rolling the ankle, doing anything that feels good for you. And then you'll exhale to bring that leg down. You'll inhale the left leg up, and then you'll exhale to bring that left knee towards the left wrist, making a hinged L with that left shin. Your right toes untuck, that foot comes out. You can look back to make sure that your toes, heels, shin, and thigh are in one line. You'll inhale to look up, and then you'll exhale to come down. And you can make a pillow here with your hands resting your forehead on that little pillow. You can stay there and relax, or you can come to your back and plant your right thigh this time, your right foot I mean, and bring your left shin over the right thigh. And then you'll bring your left hand around the right foot. You can interlace under the hamstring here, or you can interlace fingers on top of the shin. We'll take a few moments to breathe where you're at. Where you're at. So if you're on your back, you'll bring your right foot down, uncross the left, and you'll find your way back to down dog. If you were in pigeon, you'll go ahead and find your way back to down dog. You'll bring that left leg up. You can bring the hip out, bend the knee. For scorpion dog, you can roll the ankle, Or you can leave the hips in one line here and roll the ankle if you'd like, doing what feels good for you. And then you'll gently place it down. Go ahead and come to a seat. So we'll come to a seat, and then we'll actually bring the legs out. We'll bring our arms out. You can come to your back now, or you can see how slow can you go with your arms by your side. How controlled can you be to slowly come down? Being mindful here. And then once your head reaches the mat, you can hug your knees into your chest here. You can sway side to side. You can stay here, or you can grab at the arches of your feet with your knees bent and take a happy baby here. Swaying side to side. And then we'll go ahead and release that. We'll have our feet on the mat, and we'll bring our knees to the right. Your hands will go out in the letter T. You'll look over your left shoulder here. You can close your eyes if you'd like to. And then we'll go ahead. We'll gently bring the legs up and the knees over towards the left, and then gently bring your chin to look over your right shoulder here. You can have your eyes open or closed. And then from here, we'll bring our head back to center. You're welcome to do Baddha Konasana, which is where your knees bend and your feet meet. So it's like butterfly pose. I'm only coming up just to demonstrate it more. I think my feet are out of the camera. So you want your feet together. Your knees can fall where they do. And you can lay on your back just like that. Give you a nice inner leg stretch here. You can stay there for your Savasana, or you can stay there for a few more moments. And when you take Savasana, really allow yourself to take up space, to really thank yourself and soak in all the hard work you just did for yourself. You're doing awesome. You know, things aren't certain right now. Life is a roller coaster, and here you are giving yourself some love and doing some grounding work for yourself. So really soak in everything you're doing right now. And then I'll go ahead and leave this in an open-ended Savasana. So hopefully wherever you're at, you can take as much time as you'd like. Maybe that warmed you up so you could do a nice long meditation, or maybe you got to get going to the next thing. Thank you so much for being with me. It was an honor to guide you. My name is Megan, and this was my second time doing an online yoga class. So thank you for being here. I hope you have a great day. Namaste.